This is the Saber, and this is the hand axe. The Saber is unlocked by default for all classes except for the Sapper and Chaplain. The hand axe can only be used by the Infantry and the Seaman class. The Saber has 4 directions when attacking. The overhead slash when the cursor arrow is up, the 2 different side slashes when the cursor arrow is either left or right, and a thrust when the cursor arrow is down. You'll often see people use a thrust attack when playing in third person and jumping as soon as they swing. They do this because it allows you to hit the head while keeping track of your surroundings. And in first person, it's a lot more easier to thrust through the head if you're keeping a good distance from the zombies. But the thrust is ineffective when trying to fight a spread out crowd. The side slashes are much more useful when trying to hit multiple zombies in one swing. While you're in third person, have the zombies somewhat diagonal from you in order to hit their head, since the side slashes start from head level and then move down to torso level. It's also useful for hitting zombies that are coming around a corner. Just make sure that the zombie you're about to hit isn't a bomber. Avoid using the overhead slash since it does not reliably hit the head majority of the time. It also has the slowest attack speed. Make sure you always try to hit the head. More than half of the melee weapons in the game have their damage multiplied by 2.3 should they hit the head. If runners appear in the crowd, wait for them to be in front of all of the other zombies first so that you can take them out immediately. When fighting zappers, bait out their swing first and then attack them for the 2 seconds that they're vulnerable, because the Saber cannot insta-kill a zapper. The hand axe plays similarly to the Saber but has a few stat changes. 1, it only has 3 methods of attack instead of 4, 1 being an overhead swing that actually hits the head, and the other 2 being side slashes. You'll need to be a lot closer than you usually would with a Saber, because it has a shorter handle. Not only that, it also has a smaller hitbox, meaning that zombies should not be within a 1 stud distance from you, or else the hand axe will simply miss them. So zombies should usually be around 2 or 3 studs away from you. Try to keep zombies more towards the right of you, since the angle of the swing is a lot more steeper than the Saber. The hand axe deals much more damage and swings much more faster than the Saber, so you're able to wipe out small groups of zombies much quicker. It used to have a damage reduction when fighting zappers, but ever since Copenhagen was released, the damage reduction has been removed, even if it says otherwise in the in-game shop. Both melee weapons attack 20% faster when a nearby officer calls for a charge, and they both swing diagonally. The hitbox of the Saber is as large as the entire blade, meanwhile the hand axe is just the axe part of the weapon. So when fighting runners with a hand axe, keep them diagonal of you if you're not feeling confident enough to hit them. If you struggle to hit runners with your melees, you can definitely just use the Saber instead for its slightly longer reach. But once you get used to how zombies move in Guts and Blackpowder, it's better to just use the hand axe.